If you're looking to improve your aim, then make sure to check out Control Freak and use the code OGXRAYZ to get 10% off all the products. Link in the description below. Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. So we actually have some leaks to cover from the gaming revolution. For you guys that have missed out on those videos, I'll try to link them down in the description below. It should be in my Call of Duty news playlist. But basically, for you guys that don't know who the gaming revolution is, he has been a pretty credible leaker in the past. He has leaked a ton of stuff from previous Call of Duties and current Call of Duties. And even now, he's even leaking even more. Now, some of the stuff he already leaked did get confirmed during that gunfight mode playlist or stream that they did at Infinity Ward with 4 prominent YouTube, or I should say just influencers in general, content creators. So basically, a lot of the stuff that he talked about that he leaked actually ended up coming true. Now, for you guys that are wondering what exactly those leaks were and what was confirmed, I do have a video where I react to the Modern Warfare gameplay, where in that video, as I'm reacting, I am breaking down stuff that was confirmed in that gameplay that was leaked by the gaming revolution. So check out that video if you guys want to. I go in depth on there and talk about all the leaks and stuff, and then pretty much the big stuff that was leaked I talk about that was confirmed in that gameplay. So this guy's pretty legit. He has apparently a very good source. He has cross-referenced his sources with other sources to make sure that the one who was reaching out and saying that he had Modern Warfare info was a legit source. So and, over the last few days, I haven't really made videos talking about his leaks because he's been kind of putting stuff here and there on Twitter. And finally, he made another video where he kind of packed it all together, and I wanted to make sure that I did all of that. So if you want to check out the Gaming Revolution, I will link him in the description below, his Twitter and also his YouTube account. So go ahead and give him a follow and a sub over there. But the things he was tweeting out was that some of the info we had was actually changing up. As you know, the game is still in development. It's still early alpha versions of the game. Yes, they did show off gameplay, but it's still time for them where they can change stuff and remove stuff if they want to, like perks and weapons and stuff like that. And so some of the stuff that he leaked, he said that is already being removed. And you know what? It might actually be good that all this stuff is being leaked because we're actually giving feedback to Infinity Ward before the beta is even out, if there is a beta, which Gaming Revolution says that there is going to be one. So, beta isn't even here yet, and we're able to kind of give feedback on stuff he's leaking. So Infinity Ward might not like that he's leaking stuff, but at the same time, they're getting feedback from the community directly. Like when people heard about Bounty Hunter, which is a perk that when you use it, you can see like a little indicator over people's head that says that they're on a very large kill streak. You can kill them and get a bonus towards your score streak or kill streak. And so people were like, yo, that's bullcrap. How are we ever going to get nukes and stuff like that? And so apparently that recently did get scrapped. So again, all this information is viable to change. It is volatile. It just changes left and right. You guys know how development goes. Stuff gets made, gets canceled, gets cut. They've cut full campaigns like Black Ops 4 in the past. So again, stuff can change. And what is true today could be wrong tomorrow. But again, this is just kind of behind the scenes look at what is going on in the background. Now, for you guys that were unaware, I made a video talking about the leaks for Battle Royale because yes, it looks like it is confirmed via these sources, these leaks, that a Battle Royale is coming for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, the thing was, when it was first kind of announced, when, people who went to the reveal behind closed door stuff for Modern Warfare, one of the questions was asked, and I think it was actually Charlie Into who was asking, was there going to be a Battle Royale? And the people from Modern Warfare, Infinity Ward, were like, we don't know. We don't want to talk about that. So they purposely kind of deflected the question. Now, some people thought this meant, this means we're getting it. And then it was like, no, definitely we're not going to get it. So apparently at the time when they were talking about that, they were kind of on the fence of if they wanted to actually make a Battle Royale. And it wasn't until the recent months later that they were like, okay, we're going full on, we're doing a Battle Royale, and that's currently what's being worked on by Raven Software. Now, I do have a video where I went in depth on what was going on with the Battle Royale earlier. I think it was a few weeks ago. So if you want to see that information, this is going to be a little bit extra. We're not going to recap what was in that video. So if you want to check that video out, I'll link it down below. It has a ton of info on healing and what the map is like and stuff like that. So if you want to check out that video, go ahead and check it out. In this one, we're going to be talking about some of the changes in development and what they're currently looking at, and also some stuff that's actually crossing over from Battle Royale into multiplayer. So let's jump into the info. If you guys enjoy the video, drop a like, guys. It's super appreciated. and incredibly helpful. And if you are new to the channel, if you want to see even more videos like these, obviously make sure you guys are subbed up, have those notifications on so you don't miss a single upload here on the channel. Let's talk about this information from the gaming revolution. Now, this is what's going on. So it looks like there's actually a lot of multiplayer maps that are being put into this new battle royale map. So for you guys that have played Blackout for Black Ops 4, where you have some locations like, for instance, they have Raid, they also added Nuketown, they added Cargo, they added so many different locations. I think they even added zombies maps. So they added Buried into their standoff. So a whole lot of multiplayer maps were kind of introduced into Blackout as new places of interest that you could go to, and it was really cool. And apparently that's something that is happening with this battle royale for Modern Warfare. But the thing is, it looks like those maps are not complete remakes, so they're not completely just being put on there. Apparently they're actually being changed a lot. And some areas that you go to, you might not even be aware that this is a remake because of how much it has drastically changed. So personally, I think that's good. I don't think that it would be that exciting to just be going to multiplayer maps again, because Blackout did it. That's kind of its thing. So if they did kind of the same thing, but really change it to the point where you're not even aware that this is a Blackout or a multiplayer map remake, then I think that's actually going to be really, really cool. All right, so at the moment, it looks like Shipment is in multiplayer and also in Battle Royale, but from what I understand, or from what was told to the Gaming Revolution, Shipment is very, very different from what we've seen in the past, in that there's like an area that's cut off, like they're trying to prevent spawn trapping, I assume, and there's even like a big wall separating one side to the other. So apparently a lot of people are not really happy with that, and it might be changing, but at the end of the day, it looks like Shipment might be coming to multiplayer, and it looks like it's definitely in Battle Royale. Scrapyard is also in Battle Royale, and this one is more of a complete, just kind of put it on there, not a ton of huge changes. Vacant is apparently also there, Rust is also there, and Broadcast apparently is also a location on the map. As for another location, it's actually one called Gulag, which is a mission from Modern Warfare 2. Now, this one apparently is going to be a map in Gunfight, and also it's going to be in the Battle Royale. So it's kind of like a prison location, but it looks like that location will be making its way over to Battle Royale, and on top of that, might actually be a playable map for Gunfight, which is that 2v2 mode. Another location that is going to be in Battle Royale apparently is going to be Backlot. Boneyard also is going to be there, and also parts of Terminal will be on the map as well. It's not going to be a direct port of the Terminal from Modern Warfare 2, etc. It's going to have parts of it, like some locations, like an area, and then the rest is going to be completely different, which I think is, again, cool. I feel like if they do homages to maps as opposed to full-on transplant that thing onto the map, it would be better. So I think that's cool. So parts of Terminal will be also on this map. Apparently they're planning on removing some of these areas, these remade maps, from the map itself, so that they can introduce it later on after launch as new locations and stuff, which I'm cool with. Some people are saying oh, they're removing content and selling it, but again, there's going to be no season pass with this game, and I understand why they want to do it, because they want to keep people coming back and trying the map, and I think that's a smart move. So if you have a ton of content, remove a little bit of it, not too much, because you don't want it to be bare bones, just like a horrible map. But you remove some of the stuff that you can add following the weeks after launch, which will make it fun to go back and check out the new areas. So I'm totally cool with that. So the other thing actually was that Victor, for you guys that are unaware of who that is, he's also a leaker. He leaked a ton of stuff for Modern Warfare. A lot of the stuff he said came true, and he actually followed up, and he insinuated or implied that Battle Royale might be free. Now here's the thing. Spec Ops is also going to be huge. Spec Ops is going to have an overworld where you can walk around and activate missions and stuff like that. There's actually a full video where I talk about Spec Ops and what that's going to be like. So if you want to check out that video, I will also have it linked down below. But basically, Spec Ops also uses a huge map. And Victor, when he was referencing and saying that something was going to be free to play, he was referencing a map being made by Raven Software that was a big map. So this could be that either Spec Ops is going to be free to play for anyone, doesn't matter if you have the game, you don't need to have Modern Warfare, you can still play Spec Ops, or it's going to be Battle Royale. And if I had to guess, I'd say it's probably going to be Battle Royale that becomes free to play. But then again, they're saying that, Spec Ops is going to have a lot of really crazy stuff, like even Rainbow Six Siege feel, where operators are not going to have any special unique abilities in multiplayer, will actually have their own unique abilities and stuff. in the Spec Ops version of it. So who knows? It could be either or. Let me know which one you guys think would be a more fun one to have as a free-to-play. Would you rather have the Battle Royale free-to-play or the Spec Ops, which looks like it's going to be also pretty robust? So let me know which one you guys think is better. But Victor is saying that one of those two that has a big map, which could be Battle Royale or Spec Ops, because again, I said it's a big open world feeling location as well for Spec Ops. Either one of those could be the free-to-play, but we'll have to see. Alright, so a little bit about the cash that we talked about last time in the Battle Royale video. I'll do a quick recap on that so you guys don't have to watch that video for this information. But basically, there's going to be a new system of cash in the Battle Royale. And basically what you do is you're going to find cash located around the map. Now, it's not called cash. Apparently, at the moment, the code name for it or the information it says is plunder. So if you kill people, you collect their plunder, you get cash, essentially. We're just going to call it cash for now because plunder sounds dumb. But cash you collect from them. And this cash can also be collected around the map. So it's either scattered around the map, like paint cans from Blackout, or you collect them from people if you kill them, and then you collect that cash, and you're able to deposit it into a bank, a central bank that everyone knows about, which will be a very hot area. So if you go there and you're trying to deposit the cash, then you're probably going to find a ton of people also there. You got to be careful. The other way you can deposit it is through randomly. I think it's either randomly or just like ATM located around. It might be random, it might not, but also ATMs you can deposit cash into. And there's actually also a third option, which is a drone that you can use one time that goes up into the air and deposits your cash. Now, this one is found around the map as well. You have to scavenge that. Now, if you don't deposit your cash, it's one of two things. So if you decide to hold on to your cash and you win, you actually get to keep that cash, plus you also get a pretty big bonus. So it's kind of like a risk reward. Do you want to hold on to the money, try to win the game, and if you win, you get a bonus? Or do you want to keep the money deposited and guarantee that money? Now, if you lose without having deposited your cash, you lose all of that cash. Now, why is the cash important? Because the cash basically allows you to purchase supply drops, cosmetics. Now, this could all change because recently we did have the whole loot box controversy here in the United States, and there might be some laws being put in place soon where, supply drops would technically be illegal to have in the game. And so we'll definitely have to see if there is a backup plan B, in case that law does come into effect. Then it might just be where they sell everything for an direct price. It's not just going to be trying to get them from a supply drop, etc. So we'll definitely have to see about that. But for now, they have that cash system in place. So I think that's actually pretty cool. So anyways, guys, that's all the info we have so far here for Battle Royale. I wanted to talk a little bit about the maps. Some of them are actually making their way into multiplayer, and a lot of these maps are actually not straight up like transplanted onto the island or onto this new Battle Royale map, but they're actually heavily modified to the point where you might not even realize that this was an old location from a previous Modern Warfare game. So I think that's actually pretty cool. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, drop a like on the video, guys. It's super, super appreciated and incredibly helpful. And if you are new to the channel, if you want to see even more content like this, I'm going to have a lot more Call of Duty Modern Warfare news, info, rumors, leaks, and more coming. So make sure you guys are subbed up, have those notifications on so you don't miss a single upload here. Now, if you guys do want to support the channel directly, you can do so by checking out my channel memberships. You get access to early content, exclusive videos, special badges, and more. So go ahead and check that out only if you are willing and able to. And then last but not least, if you guys want to talk about anything, Twitter is literally the best place to talk. I am constantly talking over there, so go ahead and give me a follow at OGXRAYZ. I will have a link down in the description below. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. I'm out. Peace.